Hey, it's Steve. Let's talk penetration today. No, we're not watching porn or anything. Well, deer porn maybe, gun porn, bullet porn maybe. But let's talk about penetration. What are the factors that determine penetration of a bullet when it hits a deer? And how much penetration do you really want? So for me, there are factors, okay? There are factors that determine penetration of a bullet, of an arrow for that matter. Let's start with velocity. It takes a certain velocity for a bullet to penetrate through skin of a deer. Deer-sized game. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about grizzly bears or rhinoceroses or zebras or elephants or anything like that. We're talking about deer. So, it takes a certain amount of velocity. Okay. There are guys that are fans of velocity. I'm one of them. So, velocity is good. But what about shape? Does shape determine anything at all with penetration? Well, I don't know if you'd live through it, but if somebody sent a golf ball at you at 2,700 feet a second, would that penetrate you? You might not live through it, but you could take an arrow that works on the cutting principle at a lot less penetration and a lot less kinetic energy, and that arrow will slice right through you. Now, got velocity. Shape is definitely a determining factor in penetration. What else have we got? Well, you've got mass. That's right. An identical bullet of a higher mass at the exact same velocity should penetrate deeper. So, if you shoot, let's say, a Winchester power point at 150 grains at 2,800 feet a second, if you push that same 30 caliber bullet at 2,800 feet a second in 180 grains, you should get more penetration. But there's a big caveat to that, which is the next thing in factors we have to talk about. How about this one? Construction. That's right, the construction of the bullet. If that bullet is constructed with a super light jacket, or if it fragments too much, or if it starts to mushroom too fast, a lot of the penetration will be lost. That's right. That's why historically bullets like Nosler partitions, the old Spear Grand Slam, Swift A-frame, Bitterroot bonded bullets. You see, these bullets are all made to control expansion and maintain their weight, because weight goes into a factor that a lot of people doesn't think about. They doesn't think about it, or they don't think about it. But I doesn't know which one is right. So, momentum. That's right. Momentum is a force. Kinetic energy is a potential. Momentum is a force. It's the amount of momentum that bullet of that weight maintains as it goes through a deer. Back to the whole construction thing. If you take a bullet, now I'm not hating on a Hornady ELDX, okay? But if you take a Hornady ELDX bullet, they are known to be a soft bullet. they are not designed for super short range shooting at super high velocities. And I'll give you an example. Take a 30 caliber ELDX, okay? You shoot at a deer at 50 yards with that with a 308 at normal 308 velocities. That bullet may perform really good. It may hold up. Take that same bullet, same yardage, load it up into a 30-06. Higher velocity, same range. But because of the construction of the bullet, you're going to have different results. It's just a fact. And let's step it up even more. Take that same 308 caliber. I don't know what it is. It's like 178 grain ELDX or whatever it is. And take that same bullet and now push it at 300 Win Mag or 300 Weatherby Magnum velocities at that same 50 yards. And it encounters that same deer. Can you say cup and corp separation? It's very likely to happen. Now, will your deer die? Yeah, it probably will. Will you get a pass through? Well, it depends upon the angle that you shoot at that deer and what you hit. But bullet construction has a lot to do with what it's going to do when it penetrates. So you notice I haven't talked about sectional density, okay? Sectional density is not a thing of importance to me 99.9% of the time. You see, to get a bullet of the proper sectional density to shoot a deer, all you need to do is pretty much pick one of the popular loadings in any cartridge. You're up around that 200 or a little bit higher sectional density. And that should kill any deer that walks, provided that you have the right velocity, you have the right shape, you have the right mass, you have the right construction. You see, picking bullets for deer is as easy or hard as you want to make it to be. Now, there are times when you can get fooled by advertising and bullets. That's right. Because you have to remember, they don't construct a different bullet for, let's say, a 7mm Remington Magnum, okay? They're going to put out a 7mm bullet, and it's going to be designed to work between certain velocities. That bullet, when it's made, doesn't know whether it's going in a 7mm 08, 284 Winchester, 280 Remington, 280 Ackley Improved, 7mm Remington Magnum, 7mm PRC, 7mm backcountry. All that happens is that bullet is built, it's put in a box, and then it's loaded in a bullet. So you have to realize this same bullet out of different rifles is going to give you different performance. And you also have to stay within the design parameters of the rifle. That's why I prefer a bullet more like an ABLR or even an SST over the ELDX when you're going to push it at higher velocities. So, till next time, think about the really important factors of your bullet penetrating game, because that's really what determines whether that game is going to fall over or not. So, till next time, I'm Steve.